Pain and limitations in the shoulder joint aren't only related to a jammed nerve, but it's also related to the muscles that surround it. The thing is that the joint itself has a spherical shape and has to perform a lot of different functions. Raising the arm, putting it behind the back, but when there is a limitation, we get arthritis of the shoulder joint. The joint feels like it's sticking to the shoulder blade, and there's a distinct contracture and limitation of movement. Observe the structure of the joint itself. It is spherical and its surface is sliding, helping to move the joint itself in different directions. But one of the joint surfaces stick together, and the person can't raise his arm normally, as if something jams and the shoulder automatically rises up. If we are talking about athletes, the most often the pain appears in the front part of the shoulder due to a disorder in biomechanics. The same surface is turned out and the load is transferred to the long head of the biceps. Such a long tendon then can pop out of the channel and be exposed to excessive load, most commonly from bench press, from bars, less frequently from pull-ups. And there is a method in manual therapy when the doctor, with the help of special techniques, adjusts the shoulder, removes this sticking of joint surfaces, and the connection begins to work better. Naturally, there are special exercises that help to develop, but the main effect of the therapy is, of course, this repositioning. In other words, we direct the joint in such a way that the surface, which is stuck together, should detach from the shoulder blade and create an interarticular space so that the joint fluid can completely wash the connection. Due to the wear and tear and the formation of these grooves, we need to do the following. Take a towel and fold it tightly as possible into a big roll like this. Then you take the towel and put it under your arm like this. Pressing your right arm, if we are talking about the right arm, to the body. Next, with your left hand, you try to take the elbow and pull to make a tension. You will feel here how it goes away. This sticking of the joint, it should click. And the next thing is to twist the arm a little bit here, outwards like this, and lift it up. I mean, what is the important point here? We pull on the elbow, turn the arm outward, and during the pulling, we lift it up a little, pushing it up. And this is where it can be snapped off, meaning that this ligament will be repaired because it has come off this groove and the joint itself, which was stuck in sticking, will snap off and start to function normally in the scapula. So it's the shoulder blade joint. Therefore, it will be a clear test when you do this. 1, 1, 1, 1. Try to lift your arm. Usually, before it all hurt, the arm had a certain limitation, and it was painful to put your arm behind your back. After you have done this manipulation, you will immediately see an improvement in shoulder mobility and the ability to put your arm behind your back better. Do several manipulations like this. I would like to draw your attention to the fact that the roll should be more dense and just to be able to make tension. Because if it is too thin, you will not be able to make any effect, because we need leverage. So the leverage will be like this. Here we'll lower the shoulder and 1, 1, 1. Notice how it looks from the back. In other words, I am pulling here, and it pushes me a little bit into the muscle here. But at the same time, I am pulling here. One pull and a little bit of pressure. So this way I'm releasing the joint. Next, your task for a few days is to keep this area free of strain. In order for the joint to recover a little, because it had a number of changes, arthrosis of various kinds, naturally it should recover for a few days. Do not lift anything on this arm, do not lie down on it, and do not do any exercises. The only thing you can do is stretch, lift your arms, work out your shoulder a little bit. But do not lift anything heavier than 5 kilograms so that it heals a little. Overnight, of course, you can put any warming ointment on it, which will work the muscles a little. That's what I wanted to say about developing the shoulder joint so that it doesn't deteriorate further. And you realize that if you have the same thing on the left side, but in a slight degree, do the same thing on the left side, so that it doesn't jam and the arthrosis doesn't form there. Do it, be healthy. That was Bondar Maxim. Bye.